Hey everybody, good morning. Thank you, or morning, afternoon, slash whatever it is, just turned over into afternoon. Thank you for coming. My name is Eileen Hull and I am here today and we are going to play with some leather. And the company that I'm working with is called Realeather. It's on Instagram, Facebook, all of those places. So you should go over and follow them and subscribe to their channel, okay? Let's see who's here. Who are the hardy people who got the message in the middle of the night? Hey, Karen Gartland. Also, I have Jackie here in the background from Realeather. So she is going to be helping out in the chat and answering questions if we have any. Hey, Karen, Charlotta, Laura, Leslie. Oh, there's Glum. Oh, you made it, Glum. I wasn't sure. Okay, there is Diane. How are you? Oh, good. All right. Well, we have a good start here, guys. And I'm just going to get crafting because we have 5 ornaments to make. And they are all little round ornaments. And I used a die to cut them, but I'm going to show you how you can do that even if you don't have. Look at this one. It's got a little pouch in the back. You can hang it on the tree, put someone's name on it. This one, oh, they were so much fun to make, guys, and all out of one shape. So I think we're going to have fun with this, but I started, and then I was going to do 3, and then it turned into 5. So, hey, Tanya, how are you? Hi, Linda. All right. Oh, there's Marion. Oh, good. Everybody's popping in. I think you're probably opening your email and saying, what is that girl doing? I'm going up to see Mom. So I wanted to get an early start and not, you know. Oh no, Glum, you're going to miss Thursdays. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, good. Hi, Brenda. All right. So let's get going. First, let me just show you some of the things that we're going to use. And we've got some Realeather. You know what? Let me turn the camera down. I'll do it that way. It's easier. Plan B. All right. All right, guys, I'm gonna see.
And happy time zone, everybody.
Yes. All right, here we go. We don't need the mouse. We don't need our keyboard. All right, I'm trying to do this so I stay in the frame, but we'll see. Okay. All right, guys. So let's look at our products. All right. So we have worked with the vegtan leather before, and that is what we're going to use. You can get a lot of ornaments out of this sheet. You just kind of have to use your positioning wisely. So what I usually do, I've got a scrap, and what I did was I took a here's my circle that I'm cutting. And then I took a thing of ribbon, which is a little bit bigger. This one is kind of messed up, so I use that as a guide. But I just take that and I trace it with a pencil on the back of my leather and trim it out. And then I put it on my die so I get the perfect cut. Hey, Susan Seabird. Oh, you're making dinner. That's what I figured. Hey, Jennifer. How are you? Sheila, good to see you. Yes, it's a very festive desk. I'm getting in the mood. And I'm going to New York and they have snow. I'm very excited. So this is how in fact, let's just do one and you can see. But I like to save all these other little, and this is a rough cut. This is not. But if you didn't have a die, this would be a good way to do it. You know, just trim around and you've got your nice little shape. This is a little bigger than the 3-inch, but you know, and then you can use these little pieces here that are left over for your little ornament hanger and stuff like that. So let's just do that. All right. So that is one tip about the vegtan leather. So these are available in the Etsy store. And the other thing that we're going to use today are these markers. And when I looked at these, it was like, whoa, those are really bright. But when you get them on your leather, the colors really blend and they're very kind of organic look. I can explain it. You'll see. All right.
The markers, I will say, are probably my favorite thing that we have in our entire line. I have one of each of our sets sitting on my desk right now.
Oh, wow. Yeah, well, that one, and also I have, but I want, well, I'll show you when I get to it, but there's another set that's all browns. So I think that one would be a cool one too, because it would almost look like you were dyeing it, but you're not. You're just markering it. Yeah.
Yep.
This is the other thing that I like. This works really well with leather. It's a different kind of glue. When you put it on, it seems very liquidy, like it doesn't. It's not going to stick, but it does. It's really good. And then I also have this Power Punch, which I've told you a couple times. I was using my Crocodile and I find this gives such a cleaner cut. And then I have a couple kinds of lacing that I'm using for the hangers. So those are some of my leather products that I'm using. You can check out my Etsy store. And then I'm using a couple of dyes. The main one is the Ornament. And this is the one that has the circle, the 3-inch circle on it. And it also has, I'll show you when I get up close up. I have it out of the package. And then I've also got a couple embossing folders. And I have a thinlet that I'm using in 2 of them. One is a snowflake and one is this nice little wreath, which you can use any time of year. And then I do have, I want to show you, I made these a while ago. This was a snowman that I had, and then I just embossed with snowflake design, and I did it.
Those are cute.
Yeah, aren't they cute? Just little mittens, you know, to hang on the tree, or you know, you could make a banner out of that. You could do all kinds of stuff. And I would say I did these maybe, I don't know, 3 years ago. And
nice.
Yeah, I love how the shading came out in here. You know, when I ran it through the machine, I thought, I just didn't realize the definition that you would see, you know, around the shapes. I don't know. I just really liked how these came out in that kind of vintagey shade. So I have 2 of these dyes. This is the mitten, if anybody wants it. Okay, but most of the others I'm going to do with the round. All right.
Hey,
yeah.
Hey, Karen Gartland, what make is what?
What did she say? Oops. Oh, I didn't see her question, but I saw it.
She asked what make they were and
what make the.
Yeah, I'm not sure. So,
oh, okay. I'm not sure.
If you could circle back, let us know. Then we'll be more than happy to answer the question.
Yes, let's see here. Okay, Glum is saying the Daiso in Scarsdale closed. What? Oh no. Oh, that's where Glem and I were going to meet up. All right, well, we're going to have to get another rendezvous. Okay, you have a mouse in your house. You guys, I can't even tell you. This morning, I was getting ready and setting up, and I'm in the basement. It's getting cold out. I get it. Those poor little mice are coming in. Well, we have a couple of traps down here, and one got caught. It was his nose. But the rest of them was like flailing around, and he's looking at me, and I was like, I cannot do this. And I called my husband, who's at work, and said, I just don't think I can do it. But it was still alive. Like, I went over there 10 minutes later, and I got a plastic bag, and I got another plastic bag, put it around my hand, put the trap in. I took it outside, and he ran away. He lived. Oh, not a good way to start the day. So thanks for bringing that up, Jennifer. Yes, these are all Realeather, Karen. I don't know if that's what your question is, but hey, Raylene, how are you? You made a personalized one in felt. Yes. Oh, yes, no mice. Oh, yeah, see, this is when I should have a cat. Oh, thanks, Jackie, for the Realeather. Yeah, that was very disturbing. But anyway, mouse is out of here, so. Okay, moving on. Okay, this is a stencil, and this one I was really kind of pleased with. I don't know what made me think of that, but I just traced it on here. So we're going to get going and make these. Sorry about the mouse story. I shouldn't have done that. I wasn't gonna, but somebody said mouse.
Well, but you could give a mouse a cookie, and then it's related to the holidays, and that is the only kind of mouse that is okay.
That's true. Oh, okay, let's just take another look. Here's that one that I was telling you. This is with the stencil. So on this one, we're just going to take some of those markers and see that pretty, like I don't know what color green I would call that. It's just a really pretty green. And I think when you get it on the brown, it tones it down. The red, I wanted it to pop. And then I just used some little gel markers to kind of fill it in. So that was a fun one. This one we're going to do, and that we use some luster wax and some another embossing folder and some lacing. This one was a die, and that's a cool one because we're going to use the die to emboss it, the thinlet, and color it in the background. I'm not sure I love this, and I don't know what that spot is, but it's driving me crazy. I don't know how I did that, so who knows. Anyway, this one is embossed, and then I did some numbers here. That was an old vintage set that I have, but I want to show you that. And these two are kind of, well, they're not really similar. This was an easy one, but it's still cute, and you could personalize it with a date or a name on here. Nothing too long, but pretty long. And this one again was with the thinlits, and then I colored it in with marker, and I kind of did a little background. I was playing with some inks and different things to make it a little darker. So anyway, let's get going here. I have everything organized, but that doesn't mean it's going to work. But we're going to try. Okay, so I showed you how I trimmed out that shape. So the reason I like to do that is because you've got a lot of weird pieces on here, okay? This is the, like, if you wanted to make this 3D, this is like the little well. So you cut two of these and put them in between. I'm not going to use that. This shape I really like. That's the little hanger thing. And I think that's what makes it look like an ornament, So I cut a bunch of those out of scrap. This one is a little thinner, and it would work, but it's kind of skinny, and I can't put a hanger through it, so I didn't do that one. And these two pieces here are the ones that make those shapes. So I don't always need them for all the ones that I'm doing. So what I do is I just take my larger piece, lay it down on the die, just make sure that you have all the sides, everything covered, because if you don't, you're going to get something like this. And you can use it. So what I did here, I had one that looked like that, so I kind of cut it in half, and then I used that piece and that piece as little pockets. So you still can use them, but you know, it's nice to have the real shape of the round because it's hard to cut no matter what you do.
Marion, to answer your question, we do have some distributors in the UK. Not all of them carry the full line, but we do have a distributor in Norway who does ship all over the EU, and they are called Smith and Bull. And they have we just sent them Realeather markers. Or of course the other option is Amazon.
Of course. Amazon. Okay, I'm just lining this up here once again. I think I moved it. So, and actually I have a whole little bin of scraps over here because you never know when you're going to need them. So I'm just going to cut one out and do it at the same time because these little guys are handy. And I do put the right side facing the die, which kind of seals it when it cuts, I think. So this is how I cut them. Now I pre-cut everything for each project because I wanted to kind of move along, but I just wanted to show if there's somebody who hasn't seen this before. This is a Sizzix Big Shot, and these are dies that I designed for them, and so I use them a lot, and I'm using them with leather. The fun thing about these dies is that they are meant to be used with thick material, mat board, chipboard, felt, fabric, you know, leather. So they're really handy because they can cut the heavy duty stuff. All right. So which one do we want to do first? Let's do that one. I put them all in little folders. Oh, here it is. Okay. So this one is, and I started it. I colored it in with the blue, which, wait until you see the blue. It looks really bright, but again, it's, when you get it on there, it looks, you know, just a little more subdued, which who cares? I mean, it's Christmas, you know. Get the little thing to go on so I don't write on my desk. Just make sure you have the right side. So you'll see there are two ends. There's this fine tip, which is nice, and we're going to use it a little later to get in on a tight space. But this is the brush tip. So what I do is I kind of lay it down and I lay it almost, you know, parallel, and then just do nice big strokes so you don't get a lot of lines, you know, overlapping, and then just kind of fill in. You do get a little bit, but it kind of evens out. And I did spritz it with water, which kind of distributed a little bit. And if, you know, it dries pretty quick. So if you see that there's something that looks like you didn't get it, you can do that. But, and then I go around the edges and just kind of finish that off. So you're going to see it when you, if you looked at it sideways. I don't know, maybe I'm being, you know, I did it. I'm not sure I did it on the other one. So. Yeah.
Let's see. What do you do? So if you have leftover thin leather and it's shot, like you can't use it for anything, you can just toss it. If it's small enough, you can always color it, use it for decoration on something else.
Yeah.
There's, you know, or Karen, if you can give a little bit more specific of like what you mean by the thin strips of leather scrap, then we can help you a little bit more clearly.
Like, what do we do with scraps? Is that what she's saying?
No, her question is, what do you do with those thin strips of leather and they are shot?
Oh, you know what? They're good for like closures on journals or latches, or, you know, like If you have something you want to attach, you know, or like a keychain, you could, you know, lots of stuff. I love the strips. My trick is getting them so they're all straight. I don't know if that's what she means, but that's what I like strips. All right, so I'm just laying this out. This is a 3D folder. I'm going to spray it with water while it's in the folder and then run it through. Okay, so this is my background for that one. Now this one is going to be a different platform. So you're going to do just your basic platform, this, and oh, and keep these little circles that come out of the middle because you can make them into like little berries. I just colored them in with red. The red markers.
Yes.
You've got to give it a little muscle. Right? And it just adds a nice little dimension to your design. As you can see, this nice little snowflake. And now, oops, that was wet. I guess I should wipe this up. So I spritzed it with water. Okay. So now we've got our background and we have our shapes here. So if I wanted, now on this one, I just left it plain, you know, but I might want to do that with some kind of colored in background. And you could take these brown markers here and just kind of color in, you know, this middle space. And let's see, let's do, I haven't tried this set yet, so.
Hey, Eileen, what was the name of the embossing folder you used?
That is an old one, and I don't have a name on it, or a name to it. It's like a snowflake 3D folder. It's from a while ago, though. All right, I'm just going to color this in. I know, oh, this looks bad. See, that's why I had that. I'm just going to kind of scribble, and then I'm going to take some water and spray that, and I think that's going to kind of blend it all in. But even if it doesn't matter because that's the background. And I think it's kind of interesting. Oops. One thing to remember, this looks like the well, and I've done this a couple times, and I don't want to get the tip on this going bad. So just make sure it's this end and not the other end, where you're going to squash your tip. Okay. Well, you know what? It already kind of did that. But I'm going to spritz it because I have that water droplet on there. So just keep it even. And it didn't do anything. All right, let's lay these down here and see. That's the spot. Oh, you know what? Maybe that kind of blends it out a little. I don't care about the background there. I think that's going to be, I just kind of like how dark that is. Okay.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's, you know, that's one. I'm not going to glue these on here yet. Well, actually, I could do that. I'm going to add some luster wax to these, but I want to do the luster wax all at one time. So let's go ahead and glue these on here. And then we can let that dry in the meantime. So I'm just going to add, and see this glue? It's, oh, unclog it. I kind of love doing that, actually. It's like, oh, whoa, see, it comes out, but it really does set nice. You could take a paintbrush and get this on.
Yeah, paintbrush, Q-tip,
yeah,
finger,
brothers. Yeah. It's pretty sticky, though.
Oh, it definitely is. Yeah, I know at least when I was in elementary school, because, we didn't have computers and things,
Yes.
one of our favorite things to do is glue our fingers together, wait till it dried, and pick them off.
Oh yeah.
I
Yes.
don't know that we would ever get our fingers apart if we had access to this.
Yeah. Yes, it's pretty sticky, which is good. You want it to be. Especially with the embossing, because that kind of presses in some of the areas, but it's not that tight a design, so this is going to work fine. And then I'm going to take something and sit it on the top of it just to make sure it presses down for a little bit. And yeah, looking good. I'm going to leave that top so I can add my little thingy at the, on top of that. So,
oh yeah,
let's see here. It's coming along pretty quick. I'm worried I'm not going to get all these done, but if not, guys, I'll try and I'll at least talk you through, and after we've done a couple, you'll know what I'm talking about. So how are you guys doing with your leather? I know some of you had couches you were cutting apart, and finding bags at handbags and cutting them up, and yeah, it's quite an adventure. It's hard to find the vegtan though, and that's the one that really you can do a lot with. Those other things are already processed and stuff. Okay, I am going to put that over here with the dye on top. Okay, I'm gonna wait, and that's gonna be one of the things that we will be embossing. I mean, filling in with the luster wax. Same with that. Okay, so that one I'm gonna say we're finished with that for now. Okay, the next one is let's do this guy. All right, this is Warm Winter Wishes. And this one I have kind of ready to go. This die is from the special we did at scrapbook.com. So I don't know if all of you guys have this one. It's a nice little winter scene, with that would, like, even just a little house that said Silent Night or something would be so cute. It wouldn't be our house though, because it's never silent when the kids are there. All right, so the one thing about this is you have to really center this, or else, see on here, I didn't, but then it was okay because I wound up putting my little ornament holder on the top there. So, you can go off a little, but it is, it fits on there, but it's a little tight. Okay, so I just taped it on with some of my washi, and then this I'm going to do separately. So I'm going to run this through first, and then I will add the other. So this one, you have to kind of play with your plates, and you have to see how deeply you want the design to emboss. So mine, I think I just did like the regular. I might have used this. This is the Ink Sheets transfer pad. I think it's a little bit thinner than my acrylic pad. So I think I used that one. But just have your stack of cutting pads there and play around with them and see what works. All right. Yeah, cute. So look at that. Isn't that cool? Your design is already on there. So all I did was, oh wait, let's do the other one. Wishes. We lost them. Oh, here they are. And I don't think that I did take these on. I think I just kind of set them on there. Center them how you like. And do it again. And pray they don't move. Okay. Oh, that looks pretty good. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cool? How easy is that? No hand lettering or anything like that. Now we're just coloring. So I don't even know if we need to do the whole thing, but it's fun, so maybe I will. I haven't looked up here. Oh,
Well,
she's ready.
welcome in, Jenny.
Hi, Jenny. How are you? How's your hand doing? Was it your hand, your wrist, elbow? I can't remember. Jenny had an injury. She lives in the next town over.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Right before Christmas. Leslie got 4 Amazon boxes. Oh, what a good guy. That Jeff. Oh, man. All right. Now on this, I'm going to use my small tip. Okay. Stitches out. Okay. That's good. Hey, Linda. Hey, Vanessa. How are you? Thanks for sharing all those cool projects. So this, just be a little careful. Put your glasses on. If you go out of the lines a little, don't worry about it. Just try and make it smooth.
And the other thing too with the markers, especially if you're using them on vegtan,
Yeah.
if you boo-boo,
Yeah.
but you're going to color the background anyway,
yeah,
especially if you go darker on your background, that will help cover up the boo-boo.
I think that's why I covered. I did.
I may know that from personal experience too.
I may have been there with you. I don't really think you notice, but I mean, you do when you're doing it because, yeah, I did it. And then after, you might as well just commit and do all of them like in the ditch of the thing.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be a little more pronounced, but anyway, you guys get the idea. But I think maybe I will just do this so we can do the background. And for that, I just took some ink that I had. I tried, I had some leather, that gel, Jackie. It was very dark, and I felt like I missed out on all the work that I had just cut, I covered it.
Yeah.
So I wanted something a little lighter, so I found some pigment ink that I had for stamping.
Yep.
And I did that, and that seemed to be. So I've even heard people using shoe polish.
That wouldn't surprise me because as we all know, leather shoes are a thing.
Yes.
And so your shoe polish, that's gonna shine up your like very, very top grade shoe leathers and make those bright and shiny and all of the things. So by all means, I'm pretty sure, I think I still have some shoe polish from my grandfather that may or may not get used in crafting now.
Well, you never know. All right, I botched that up, but hopefully it'll dry and look better.
Oh, yeah.
And then these, I use the brush tip, and I have actually even used like watercolor and ink, or you can use anything to get color, but look at that pretty green. And then if you go darker over it, you'll get like darker patches, so it looks like shading. And it's just, we were talking before, Jackie and I, about coloring and color by number and how much fun it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, that is a good question. Eileen, do you think that you could ink the 3D folder before you embossed?
Yes, you can, and it's really pretty. Yeah. Can do that. I haven't done it on leather. We might have to experiment if we have time, which we won't have if I keep on coloring. So I'm not going to do it, but you guys get the idea. And then what I did was, I'll show you what I found. This was some other stuff that I found at Hobby Lobby. This is a gel stain, and I think that's what I used on here. So
probably. That's what it looks like.
I just took it. An old t-shirt is a good thing to have. So I just spread it on here and just rubbed it over after I colored it. And that's what came out. And I was happy that the markers stayed,
Oh, yeah.
Worked. So this will kind of take that down a notch, you know, that it looked kind of bright. And what I felt like was it kind of covered my mistakes. So I love that stuff. So that's that one. All right, we're doing okay on time. This is good. All right, now let's do a little embossing because that goes quick. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Let's do this one. All right, this is the stencil one. Just to show you how this goes. You guys can figure it out. It's not hard. Let me just get it so I can see. All right. So that's what it looks like. So I just took my design. I kind of could be a poinsettia, you know, loosely. Maybe not, but I'm saying it's a poinsettia. Hey, Sarah, how are you? Hey, Jen White. All right. So I just kind of positioned this, and some, you know, it went over a little bit, but I just kind of centered that. And then I just took my marker and started right on the stencil. Actually, I don't think I did it with this, but I did it on the other parts of it, the flower. And then I thought, why didn't I do that? I think I might have traced it out, which you could do too. And try not to get under it like I just did. I mean, it goes quick. You can hold it down a little bit. And if it's not perfect, there's a lot going on in here, so don't worry about it. I have a little botanical Christmas ornament. And you can always go back after it and kind of fill in if you missed a spot, or, you know, you might have to take your fine tip and go in. You could accent parts, or, you know, but I kind of like how those are coming out right on the spot instead of lining it. I mean, they look random like leaves do.
Yes.
Leaves have veins and, you know, bugs on them and all kinds of stuff. Not perfect. All right. So Jackie, are you working on your ornament? Jackie has an ornament.
I actually am. I am crafting today too. I wish I was at a setup that had an actual camera, but I don't. So I promise I will take pictures and send them to Eileen so you all can see them. I promise.
See.
But our company, for our holiday party, we do an ornament competition. So I'm taking this wonderful opportunity to finish mine that are due tomorrow.
Oh, good. You got a little leeway. Yeah, that's good.
So, but yeah, no, leather ornaments are always fun. And, you know, if you have a teacher friend or a librarian friend who has, you know, like the paper dies, you know, with the crank thing too.
Right.
Sometimes they have fun winter shapes that the vegtan will go through and will cut on, and it won't hurt their blade.
Oh,
just saying.
Yeah, that's good.
And yep, you definitely can do the leather ornament as a gift tag for, so you don't have to go find the sticker labels or what have you.
Well, you could do that and then hang it on the tree. I mean, leather.
Yes.
That's cool. It's high class. All right, now don't worry about these if they don't come out perfect, because we're going to go around them. Ooh, that looks good. We're going to go around them with some white and define it a little. So try and get kind of a little oval shape in there, but don't worry about it.
Oh, yep, and Leslie may or may not have found the Amazon coupon for the Realeather markers.
Oh, good for her. further. That helps. All right, let me find my pens. Now I've got these jelly roll, and hopefully they're gonna cooperate. Let's try the 8. And see how these are all kind of the same color? You can go over them after and add. So I'm just like going around the edge. And you would be surprised how much that adds to the design. It's fun. Again, it's like color by number. You know, just. And if that happens, just make an extra dark. Another long one.
Oh yeah.
Plenty of ways to fix this, guys. You know, that's how you do it.
And I think I have a set of Jelly Roll pens at home somewhere. Granted, they might be about 10 years old.
Well, these were pretty old and they still worked. I was happy, but you never know. They weren't open, so sometimes when you start them, they dry up. Yeah. Anyway, okay. So this is this design. I'm gonna go with the 10. It's hard to see. It's a little bit thicker. Yeah. And then it looked kind of plain after I got this done. So then I just went and added little dots in here for like the.
Oh yeah.
You know, just to give it a little bit of something. So it's easy. And then when I got done, it's like, it still didn't look finished enough. So I took the pen and went around the edge and just lined, like a.
Oh yeah.
Another little border. And these, what's fun about these is they get brighter after they have a minute to kind of dry and white. It looks a lot better once you get it done. But this is how that was. Okay. So I think I do need to go and kind of darken some of these areas, but you can play with this. So I just wanted to give you the idea. And then you make it your own. Use your own colors, your own images. I know you all have stamps or stencils and stamps. You could stamp on here too, So anyway, you get to where you don't want to stop.
Oh yeah.
Just gonna fix this.
Well, and vegtan leather really is, you think of it more of a blank canvas.
Right.
You know, because it's more forgiving than some leathers. But it is there to pretty much do whatever your little heart's content with.
It's very accepting of all all tools and what do you call these? What would this be?
I mean, they're accessories. They're all the things.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And then on this one, all right, let me do the embossing one because then I'll show you how we make it. All right, we're doing okay. If I would just stop talking.
Yeah, it's all right.
That's fine. All right, so let's do this little sweater. All right, and I even have a messed up one to show you how I. You guys see all right? It's probably crooked that whole time. Sorry about that. Okay, so this is just like embossing anything. You've got your piece, just like paper. You're going to spritz it. I'm going to take mine over here so I don't want to get water over everything. I did the front and the back. And I don't think I could fit 2 in here at a time. Well, maybe I could. All right, let's do it. Now this is the pressure that I put on it was a lot, but you don't have to. I like a nice deep emboss, so I used my 2 cutting pads or 1 cutting pad, and it was hard to get it through. But I loved how it came out. So if you want to, you can. If not, I would use this ink sheets transfer. Just play with the ones you have, or even add your own shims, you know. All right, this one we're going to take out this.
Good morning, Beatrice. Welcome in.
Hi, Beatrice. Oh, I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? All right, you know what? Let's use this one. I can't stand on top of it. This is not going to give the deepest. I'm not going to get it broken on. Let's see what it looks like. If it's not enough, I'm going to run it through again. Actually, let's see. I'm going to leave them there. I'm going to do it one more time.
I actually really like that texture. That is a very fun one.
Well, thank you. That's my knitting cable. All right, this is... Oh, that knife. But wait until you see how much deeper. It's worth a little. It was going sideways that killed me here. All right. So now, well, you really can't tell that much. This comes up. Is this a water solvent? No. Oh well. That was my own fault. All right. So we have 2. Let me get one here. All right. This one is gold. I'm, ran it through with this. And this is the good one. I put luster wax on the front and back, which we're going to do. And then I cut this. So to do that, I just got out my mat and my knife. So Leslie's here, right? Using the blade with caution. And then let's see how I did this. Check that thing off. Maybe I went this way. Yeah. So this
Jennifer, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to use archival ink on vegtan. I would just try it on a scrap piece first.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that it comes out the way that you expect or like it to be. And then, yeah, knock yourself out.
Yeah. Try it all. I mean, what can it hurt? All right. This one, I may not get the other part because of the way that I oriented my cutting or putting it in the embossing folder. I should have thought about it. But see, now I still have a half that I can use right here. Okay. So, and then I have another one. Oh, on here. Yeah. So I had already stained that for I think I did color that with marker.
Mm-hmm.
It looks the same color. So easy, even if you have messed up part of you didn't cut the whole circle, you can still use it. All right, now I'm gonna, let's see if this one has flattened. It's pretty good. And let's get our little pieces out to do these things. Oops. And I just do a bunch of them at a time. So that's all. All right. So what I'm going to do is take my luster wax, and I love the gold. I am going to put gloves on because this stuff is crazy.
And it gets everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Kind of like glitter.
Yes. I might need a bigger. These are all my label sheets that I recycled. So that's laying pretty flat. Any of these, if they do warp along the way, don't worry. You can just I'm gonna do my threads.
Can use a little bit of water on the back side, so whatever side isn't colored, you can moisten the leather on the back side, and that will help it flatten back out.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I am just gonna, let's see, let's start with this one. I'm gonna hit that one. So I'm just gonna do that. And I'm gonna press that in pretty good. And you know what? I'm gonna put on another glove because I had gold hands for 2 days after I made these, which are pretty and festive right about now. I got to read your comments later, guys. I'm trying to concentrate. I really want to get them all done, or at least
it's all good. That's why you have me.
I know, but I want to see nosy. I'm used to it.
Fair.
I miss seeing them, and who knows what they're saying in there.
Oh, it's all good things. I would tell you if it was bad.
They're behaving because we have a visitor.
Oh.
No, they're very
but good. And so your diehards know, because I know how much they love purple.
Yes. Jen Purple is here.
Yes, yeah. I know how much you all love purple. I have to go look and see how thin it is, but I think that I have a leather that Miss Eileen may be able to run through and do some embossing with.
Oh boy.
So I will send her some the next time I send her a goodie basket.
Yes, and I need some. I need to put in an order. I'm out of the punches.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's also some other stuff.
Not a problem. We can do all of the things.
I know. Jackie is a whiz. I was corresponding with her at 3 a.m. when I'm saying, or I guess you saw.
Yeah, I saw it on my feed and I went, oh, okay.
After it was at like 7:30. And when I said, you know what, I'm just going to have to do it tomorrow. I was thinking about doing a video and sharing it from New York, but my sister's internet, she's kind of in the country, and I just thought, what if it doesn't work? And I have all my tools here, and I'm just going to do it. And so anyway, she's like at 3 a.m. Hey, I thought we'd do it on Thursday. I'm like, yeah. And then at 6 o'clock in the morning, what did you say to me then? Like,
I said, I think I said, oh yeah, I can make that work. I just have to move some stuff around. I'll know when I get in.
I couldn't believe it. And then I also thought, what am I doing up at 6 o'clock? No, it wasn't that time for me. It was like 8:30, which still is early for me because I went to bed at 4. I had to pack all my craft supplies for 2 days at my month. No, I'm going for 5 days. But, you never know when the urge might strike to make something.
Well, and mamas are important, so.
Yes. Oh, yeah, she is. And she would like to see. She likes to see what I'm doing. So she may even join in. All right, now this one is really pretty filled in. This one is not, but I'm not going to take the time to. Okay, so this and then this one, I think I colored with green, but I don't know. And see, this one, I think I colored it first and then I embossed it, so I'm not sure what's going to happen, but let's see. What do you think? Should I do red? I already have it green. Let's do it. That is nice. I'm going to go with the green. Now, I don't want to add water after I emboss because that's going to relax it.
Yeah, but that's why, like, if you've embossed your leather, if it starts to warp and dry out and it's not being nice, flip it over so that the rough side is up. Yeah. And that's where you could add a little bit of water, like either with a sponge brush or, really, really lightly tap it with a somewhat damp paper towel, and that'll help flatten it back out, and it won't ruin your color.
That sounds good. wonder if I just... I think I ran out of... Oh, no. There.
Oh, yeah, we're doing all right.
You can see. Yeah, it kind of blends it in a little. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I don't know. I should have done it all and then embossed it. But, you know, we're playing around. We're trying to figure out what we like the most. And that's what it is. Okay. So I do want to show one more thing. Like 5 minutes. But let me just show you these. Which I think I can... Well, I could go. Oh, I forgot to get this. Probably right, but so this one, I just kind of, I like it. I mean, I like what it looks like. This is a little distracting to me, so I may have to mess with that a little. But one thing that I thought looked really pretty was to just take this and go along the top. That really brings out that pattern, isn't it? And then I do a little bit on the edge, so it's kind of filled in. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. It just changes the whole thing. And then we're going to glue that one. So I just put a little bit of glue here. Close it, but it didn't matter. Oh, yay. And then I just take a little clip usually, and yeah, actually, I think that should be fine. Just press it down and let that set. Is that pretty? Okay, so one more thing I wanted to show you was this stuff. Running out of places to move it to. These are leather stamps. And the way these work, they're really fun.
Yes.
Yes. These are, so you get this little gadget to hold whatever one you're going to do. So I'm going to do 2024. Okay. So all you do is you take it out and you clip it in this little tool here, and you've got a 2. So let's take out 2, 0, and 4.
And there is a little dot on the stamp.
Oh.
Flip it over. Like, so you're looking at it like you're holding it. Yeah. So on the foot, there's a little dot.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah. So when that dot is towards you,
yes,
when you stamp it, it's right side up.
Oh, I am so glad you said that. Because I mean, I check it anyway.
Yep. But there, and that is true of all of the Realeather stamp sets. There's that little notch right there. And as long as it is facing, as long as that little knobby do, it might, as long as the little knobby do is closest to you, you're good to go.
It's right here. See that, guys? No, it's not focusing, but anyway.
Yeah.
All right, so here, now this would be a good reason to use. Somebody was asking about the strips of leather. You know, this is a great way to make like a little label. And what I do, and I hope this is right, is I just center that and kind of hold it down there. And then I take my hammer and give it a good wax. And there you go. You've got your number. Now, you can go in a couple directions. Sometimes I try to line it up. Let's see, where's my little thing? Yeah, cool. And sometimes I deliberately go kind of wonky because I can never line it up and space it out right. So it's up to you how you want to do that, but it's not easy. Whoopsie, now I went off, but that's all right. I'll go.
And if your leather seems to not want to take the stamp, that's another indication to just get it wet a little bit and let the water absorb.
Yes, I should have done.
Yep.
Okay. But we're just doing
the off the cuff thing here.
Yes. So, Yeah, but there's 2024. So you just, give it a little snip and turn it off and maybe a little off the top. Getting it straight is harder than you think. I would use my knife, actually.
Yep.
Yes. But there you go. You've got a nice little label. See, it'll be down to a nub by the end of it. Oh, one more little strip.
Oh yeah, you can totally use washi tape or draw a line or
Yes, you
what
could.
have you. If or if you're me, I hand them to my dad, who's an engineer, who can just line things up.
Yes, he has a
by
gift.
nature and say, I need this to say this.
Yeah. Good job having him. All right, so one more thing I just wanted to show. So you guys, does anybody have any questions about any of these? I just wanted to show how easy and perfectly this power punch cuts through the leather. Let's do this one.
Yep.
So just find the top, wherever that may be, wherever you want it to be, and dial your little hole, whatever size you want, and it's all on here, from little to the largest. And let's do like a medium. And as Jackie said, always rotate it towards you, as I finally figured out. I think I'll do the 3.5 hole because I want to get my leather cording through the top. And, you could use one of these. That's pretty big. And so I figured that out when the thing kept falling through the hole there. So I knotted it a different way. I can't remember where that one. Oh, I forgot to show you this one. Ah! Oh, well. It's the same idea as this, but I colored it in all with a white Sharpie or the white gel pen. And the other thing that you could do is die cut one and just kind of glue it on there. You could just cut a piece of paper and do that. Shoot, I knew I wouldn't make it through. That's okay. I want to punch my hole. So that's a little off center. I'm not sure why I did that. So you just make your little hole and press and do a little thing. And look at that. It's like perfect. Isn't that amazing?
And then the other thing too, if you punch a hole in something and then you're like, oh crap, what side's the front? When you look at the hole, it is beveled.
Yeah. Inward. Yep. I can see that. Yeah. It looks bigger in the back almost.
Mm-hmm. So, because especially if you're doing a lot of finished leathers, or if you use it on a suede where sometimes it's really hard to know the front from the back.
Yeah. Yes, I have that. Sorry, I'm not able to time that. The thinner stuff is a little easier, but the colors were so pretty and festive, and they perfectly fit. I mean, it's like gold, silver, and bronze. So, I mean, that went right along with our luster wax theme. But anyway, you can just slip this through. And you've got like a nice little hanger. And it even looks pretty, So guys, those were, did we do 5? Not quite.
4.5.
4.5. And, this one was so easy. I just put it in a folder, put luster wax on it, and added a little top. So I don't even really count that one. But that, the same as this, but different pattern and different color. I got to get that. It's going to drive me crazy. It's right in the middle. Ah. Okay. Look at this mess, but wasn't it fun, guys?
Oh. And I posted it to my Instagram and Facebook stories, but I also DM'd Eileen a picture of the ornaments that I was working on
Oh, good.
that
Good.
she can go share till her heart's content.
I can't wait to see them. Yes. Thank you.
You are most welcome. And one of these days, maybe I won't be just a talking head.
We'll see your face. That would be nice.
Perhaps.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
But I'm glad everybody had fun.
Yes.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah. Let me just look through and see if there's anything. All right. I'm sure probably Glum helped you out if there were links or whatever.
Oh, yes.
And Jackie. So if guys you want to make, you could customize. It doesn't have to say 2024. You could put someone's name on there and go through and do like for the grandkids or something. Daniel. And not that one, but one of these. Put his name on it. Add a little pocket to the back and give them some money. I'm sure. They love that. Who doesn't? But I mean, even like you could have these as gift tags. You could hang them on the tree, send them in the mail. They're not going to get messed up. They're very sturdy and hardy. And just take all of your craft supplies and make them your own. And I'd love to see if you guys come up with some cool ideas. Post them in the fan club. If you haven't joined, go ahead, join the Eileen Hull fan club on Facebook. Please follow me on YouTube. Also, wait a minute, follow Realeather because they have right now the 12 days of Christmas and they have lots of ideas up there. So go and take a look and you're going to see some stuff from Annie Libertini, who is a friend of mine. She is amazing. Makes flowers. Oh, it's masks. She's crazy. So good. So we would love to see what you make, guys. So hope you can do it. All right. Post it up there. Let's see.
Yes.
What is she laughing at? What are you laughing at?
I scavenger hunt.
Yes, I love it. Glum. It could be like yarn bombing, except you're leather bombing.
Yes.
Yeah. Gotta close my adhesive. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to get on the road. Thank you for coming early. And Jackie, thank you for chatting with me and hanging out and giving me ideas.
You are most welcome. And, happy time zone to everybody because I know we're all in like 12 different time zones or something. So happy time zone.
Yeah. All right. Well, I will see you guys for the snowflake one that is bothering you. You could add some rhinestones. That's true. See, all of these things could be blinged up, I was trying to kind of keep them organic and natural, because it's leather, but you totally could bling away. Like here.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you should add. I did add these little, maybe I colored them in, but they seemed really big. But I don't know. Now they kind of look nice. So I have.
They'll work.
Yeah, it does. And then I wasn't going to color that in, but I did. So that kind of perked it up. And anyway, play with it to your heart's content and, post them. Now, is there a way that you can post them on your site?
You should be able to, just like any other Facebook page, you can go ahead and just create a post right there on Realeather, and or you can create your own post and just tag us in it. We'll see it that way too.
Yeah, right. Very good. Thank you. Yes.
Yes, you can use the hole punch to make berries. Just use the big setting.
That's a great idea. You could get, and Leslie has one. Yeah. That many different size berries. That would be great.
Yep.
What I would do too is I would color the red on it first and then do it because they're hard to color, those little tiny things.
Yep.
Yes, good plan. You can have fun with rivets and studs and things too. Oh yeah. You know what I was thinking? It'd be cool to have one that kind of opens, that has a greeting inside, Merry Christmas, because you could back these. I didn't finish all the backs of them, but some I did. So all of that stuff is up to you guys, and I would love to see what you're doing. So
Yeah, and I can't wait to see. I made sure I actually did look. My personal page is in your lovely group thing, so
good.
I will post in all of
Yes.
the things.
Great.
And so that means if you guys have questions, just find me in there and tag me in it.
Yes.
I will eventually see it
Right.
as I am able, and we'll get all your fun questions answered too.
Yes. All right. Well, thanks everybody. Yes, I will drive safe, and I will tell Mom that all of you said hi. Okay. All right. We'll see you sometime this week. She's got an appointment on Thursday, so I can't do my normal Thursday, but I'm gonna try and do Friday, and I have a fun idea using my new hot glue gun. So I hope you will come, and I will post something before I go live. Okay. All right. See you guys. Thanks so much, and thanks again, Jackie and Realeather. I love using your products. Very cool.
You're welcome. We're happy to be here.
Okay. See you guys.